Hello there, YouTube. This is IncRaven. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize about any background noise you hear during this video. It is relatively hot here in Texas, and I am running my AC. So I do apologize about the sound you're hearing in the background. Today, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Minecraft. If you're like me, you've done it. You've built it all, you've experienced it, you play around with redstones, beacons didn't really add anything, and I mean, you're done with it. It's a fun little game in between games, or you're drunk and you're at a LAN party. It's one of those games, but there's just a lack of depth to it. Even though the game is just unbelievable in its size. I mean, it's physically larger than the Earth. I mean, it's pretty crazy. But at the same time, it's Minecraft. I mean, myself, I've been AWOL from Minecraft for about a month. Now, I remember a long time ago someone joined my server and they just begged and begged and begged me to switch to Tekkit. And at first I was just kind of ignoring the statements because it was like, yeah, it's cool, you get to do this, you get to do that, but really, what's the point? I mean, all that does is build shortcuts for what you already can do in Minecraft. So I kind of ignored the whole sentence structure and everything they were asking me. And then finally one day I was watching, and I'm going to give credit to this Yogscast, and they had this video where they infiltrated a base, and there was nuclear missiles sitting there, and gun turrets going off, and I was like, holy hell, that's pretty crazy, actually. And at that time I was like, well, you know, I've downloaded Tekkit to check it out, and I mean, I made a giant automated refinery, and I just sat there and watched it do its thing, and I was pretty amazed by that, but it wasn't nuclear missiles and espionage and things like that. So I decided to check out what they were using, and they were using a program, or a Tekkit mod called Voltz. You know, I messed around with it, and I've only really played with it in the editor. And at first, you know, I just kind of goofed off with it, and kind of just wanted to check it out, because there wasn't that much on the surface of what it was. Yeah, you get missiles, you get kind of a machine gun, and that's all I really noticed. Well, I started to build a little bit more, and I created a lab so I could kind of test things out, and that's what you're seeing right here. This is the Ink Labs, not to be confused with the Yog Labs, because I mentioned them earlier. Let's actually go check it out. As you can see, it's very much under construction. This is the second floor of it. It is yet to be built. I'm going to build the first floor, which will be kind of like a gathering hall, and be exhibits there. But the top three floors are the more impressive floors. So let's jump up there. This is the third floor. Now, this is actually where the power for everything's going to. As you can see right here, I've actually developed a fission reactor, which will later power my fusion reactor. What did I just say? That's right. You actually heard me correctly. This right here is a fission reactor. This uses the process of fission, which is heat produces steam to spin turbines, which will charge a magnetic source and create energy. Completely lose you? Don't worry. In short, I've built a mild reactor using a single uranium, whatever, I can't even talk right now. Yeah, I mean, and it's really, really neat. I mean, check this out. Like, I'm going to go through a few pieces here. The way it works is there's the reactor in the center. It's a spinning part beneath the water. Here, let's get a closer look at it real quick. So here we are in the core, and I am in creative mode, so I don't have to worry about radiation. And what this thing is the reactor here in the middle. It produces heat, which causes the water to evaporate and go up into these turbines. Now, one cool thing they've added here, this is a temperature gauge. It actually shows me how hot this reactor is getting, how hot everything's going. And it's set up with a redstone system to activate this. And this is a control rod, which is something that's actually created just to conduct the heat away from everything else, not stop a meltdown. I sound scientific, don't I? And that's how that works. Let's jump back up in here. You can see that's how the upper part goes. And I actually got really... Oh, dang it, I never get this thing right. There's the radiation suits, and I've actually double-plied all these walls to make sure no radiation or radioactive waste can slip out. And then it pumps into these pipes. And currently, to be very honest, they are not going anywhere. I was going to wait for everything to be finished before I ran pipes throughout the complex. But they will be powering the elevators, which are these portals here. Currently, they are using a battery source. And while I'm going on, this right here is my solar panels, which then, you know, conduct electricity during the day and then store them inside these power cells that I have stacked up here. They then go here to the radar dome, which occasionally just stops working. Every time I fix it, it blows up on me. Still figuring this thing out, and this is my EMP system. And you might have got a hint what that is right there, but we'll get into that in a second. Now, the main part of my labs that started the funding and the creation and all the ideas was right here. And this is why Tekkit's amazing. This is my nuclear missile silo base. This is actually the EMP bomb, which I'll hit their base with first and then bombard them with missiles. What's just awesome about this is I can actually go somewhere, laser target, input the data into these computers, and flip a switch, and I actually launch nuclear missiles at them. Will I launch them? No. I'm not going to launch a nuclear missile. You know what? This TARDIS here doesn't even look like a real TARDIS. It's going to go away now. So this here is a small TARDIS that we built. Shadow Prime actually built this. He kept popping TARDISes up for no apparent reason. And this one does not represent Doctor Who even the lightest. So what you've seen here is I just lased this target. I grabbed a radar gun which shows me its coordinates. I'm going to go fly back to IncRaven base, or Inc Labs. Whatever, I'm on the 4th floor. Alright, so I grabbed my radar gun. I'm going to choose a missile, this one right here. Simply right-click on the computer screen as you see, coordinate information transferred. Ladies and gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch! Yep, and that was a nuclear missile headed to its target. There is no way I'm going to get to it before it blows up, but let's try to race it. Now, that actually has to fly in real time. You will physically see it leaving the area. Now, there's no way I'm going to catch up to where it hit, unfortunately. I do apologize I didn't have a better exit. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, yeah! TARDIS gone. Mission accomplished. There was a beacon around here, too. What are the odds of there being a beacon right down there? You know, I really didn't plan this out. That's pretty neat. And as you can see, the TARDIS has been completely and utterly destroyed. And in its wake has been these radiation pellets. Now, what's really awesome about this, it really adds a lot of consequences to war. Because these radiation pellets are completely untouchable. Like, I'm wearing a chemical suit 1, 2. I'm in creative mode, more importantly, I should say. So yeah, they have no effect on me. But really neat, amazing, really, really fun. Let me just show you how many options there are. Again, there's a million. Oh, shut up, Minecraft music. There's millions of. Okay, there's probably only about 100 or so possibilities of different mods you can mix together. I've actually downloaded the Infamy Modern Warfare mod, and it actually has portal turrets. You know, the little turrets? Hello! Anyway, yeah, that's so cool. But this one, as you can see here, is where all my electrical systems are pulled from. This is where I get my wiring, my batteries from. From here, this is something I'm barely even getting into. This is something I just started messing with. This is where I get my glowstone from. This is where I built the teleporter with. It's got a few generators and a ton of new armor. I don't think I've used a single thing in here. Nope, none of it. And this is the Symbolam, which is what I'm going to start working productions in. Atomic science, this is where I build my reactors from. I'm going to eventually start going into pipes with water hydrogen. I mean, there's just so many awesome... Oh, yeah, I should highlight the missiles. I mean, this is just pretty crazy. And I mean, I really have only scratched a quarter of the possibilities. Like, I just did this to shoot missiles at my friends just to goof off. And then I realized there's a lot more to it. I started building fusion reactors to power up, and it's so in-depth. So what I'm saying here is, I mean, if you've built everything in Minecraft, if Minecraft's just, you know, an in-between kind of game, I definitely recommend picking up Tekkit. I've lost many, many, many hours just going through it, and its capabilities are insane. In short, I mean, I really can't stress this enough. If you have Minecraft, it's totally worth looking into. It's really great. I mean, if you need help setting it up, it's been a while since I set it up, but I'm pretty sure I remember the process. You go to the site, you download it, and you simply find the URL to the mod you want, paste it into the bucket, and you're good to go. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I'm actually going to try to persuade some friends in here, and let's see if we can't get some 2v2, like, atomic warfare started on a brand new multiplayer server. And if you guys really want to see that, you know, leave some comments, because I do love comments. So, till then, this has been IncRaven, showing you Tekkit within Minecraft. I hope you have a great day, and enjoy May. Adios.